Too much, not into gaining glory, allegorical speaking. Too much ignorance, tremendous. Too many of my students still suffer from post-traumatic slave syndrome, where they think, I'm not who I think I am. I'm not who you think I am, but I am who I think you think I am. I toil indefatigable to time, space, limit, to continuums of thinking. Till we gravity that, and they think about thinking. Until we black hole that thought, and they start thinking about thinking about thinking. Needing interventions, global garnishing advancements. Countless humans crave entertainment. Thus, I increase the standards for all our enhancements. How can I not bring a cute rigor for that black girl magic and them black boys who like Richard have a right to be bigger? No wonder when I introduce complex concepts, watch others conceive connections, trigger me into realms left speechless. Beyond love, truth, and courage consistently, I have no watches for weakness. Grinding like Caribbean baskets to manifest armies seamless. Watch students weave academic ideas, philosophical seamstress. Noir is going gold again. Sometimes I converse with myself to consult advice professional. This work is mental, it's truly professional, it's truly spiritual. Must remain noble amongst the nobility, royal amongst the royalty. Simultaneous, we are the question and the answer. Common splice between the lion and the panther. Watch my colleague Ali scorch everything in sight. Then the earth child rice, crush all else in due time. Thank
We're going to keep this thing moving. You're ready for your next artist. Let me get a note here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get a more fire. Coming to the stage, my brothers from another mother. Give it up for written in pain and poetic black, y'all. Show them some double love. Show them some double love. And keep it going. Keep it going till they get up here. And then the more love you show, the more love they get back. You really go for it. Like you was down, rolling down, rolling down, rolling down, rolling down.
This is only a test. Had it been an actual emergency, there'd be an untelevised revolution taking place in your mind. Instead, there are delusions and illusions force-fed into your head. Encrypted depictions of fiction. Truth gets inverted before inserted. History gets reworded before blurted. Guess they like that bullshit born when they serve it. I guess you could call it New World Order. Guess that would make mass shooting and terrorism the special of the day. That's that fear factor. Although it looks bugged, we eat it anyway. Sad to say. I guess it's just the way our educators made us. They copyright intelligence, subtract common sense, got us searching doctrines, disassociating ourselves from optic logic, killing off all the prophets, got you believing in invisible things like diplomacy and civil rights. I guess you could call my poetry civil rights. Melanated strawmen, gunned down by lawmen. So often we mourn another brown boy in a coffin, looking for millionaire leaders to lead us. Please. See, I was raised that revolutionaries took bullets instead of knees. A purpose with no service falls flat as the Earth's surface. And I get a little bit nervous because they'll give you books and have you searching chapters looking for the rapture, telling you to suffer now and rejoice in the hereafter. But who gave that tax write-off to the pastor? They sell souls to get gold faster. I see black actors strip that black right off of their masters. rap artists, they don't sign contracts, they sign contracts. Freedom given to a chosen few. The rest got a Jew telling them what to do. It's crazy. And if you on that record label and that record label got a staple, it's best you behave. For you overdose, end up in jail, or find yourself in an early grave. That media will body you. They will Lauryn Hill, Cat Williams, Bill Cosby you. And now rape ain't funny. Except in a country where they put rapists on money. I mean, Masons on money. I swear that's the eye of Satan on money. But just think, the next time the devils pay you, if the God they trust in, the same one you pray to. Anyway, that's not why I'm here. In honor of Black History Month, Poetic Black and myself put together what you will call a dissertation about one of the most important figures in Black history. One of the staples of Black history. And that is the coon-ass nigga. I know some of you are confused, but some of you may not know the definition of coon-ass nigga. Not to be confused with the Uncle Tom-ass nigga, or the sellout nigga, or Poetic Black's favorite, bitch-ass. Coon. Urban Dictionary says that this is a black person who, although they're aware of white supremacy, out in public, they pretend to act like it doesn't exist just so they can be in good favor with Caucasoids, Caucasians, whatever you want to call them. Ass. Not the proverbial asshole, but ass as in donkey, jackass, stupid motherfucker.
Okay, there you get in the room. I hear you, boy. Cool out, cool out.
And then there's nigga. We don't really got to go through that one, do we? I mean, I'm clear that every black person is not a nigga, but I'm also very clear that every single black person knows a nigga. However, I'm not the expert on the subject. I'm going to leave you in the hands of someone much wiser than I, a man who's done years and years of research, the coon-ass nigga, even going into the environment of the cool-ass nigga to study them. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I give to you, Poetic Black. We still dance. From Sammy Davis Jr.'s Mr. Bojangles to Chris Brown, switch up the tempo. Niggas is still dancing. Romancing the idea that we move our feet or show a little teeth, they'll let us in. Don't forget the silly grin and hobo gestures. Just constant reminders to prove we're lesser, but we don't get the lesson. There's a big difference from being laughed along with and being laughed at. Tell Steve Harvey that integrity should never be compromised by a check. There's no amount that can surmount your dignity and respect, but what you expect. They take all our greats and try to put them in the dress. What's the image they're trying to project? Humiliation under the guise of progress, or maybe it's an experiment to see how low you get to increase your decimals, but no matter how much money you make, it'll never change the way they look at you. Coon-ass nigga. Now, I know that may be politically incorrect. But while writing this poem, I tried a host of other adjectives, but none quite hit like coon-ass nigga. I mean, I look at the TV and say with my chest, every time I see one of our brothers and sisters sell us out for a check. Now, there are many blacks who have fought and died for our image. So now I think it's time for us to hold court, withdraw our support, and indict some of these coon-ass niggas. Exhibit A. comes to bashing black athletes, he's the first with something to say, but swears he's just another brother from around the way. Not to find a coon worse than him, it wouldn't be hard. This next exhibit, if cooning was a religion, he'd be God. Jason Ham Hock Whitlock. We haven't seen a more blatant coon since Uncle Ruckus in the Boondocks. He compared LeBron James to Donald Trump in regards to privilege. Now that was a shock. But what he said about Kaepernick made my chin drop. He called Colin Martin Luther Cornrow to ridicule his protest. And then he said America's the best country in the world in regards to racial progress.
Yeah, right.
What America he living in? I guess the one Trump wants to make great again. But do you see what I mean? With so much coonery, it's hard to believe it's 2020. I guess now we got 2020. Now this next exhibit is gonna hit home. They're a duo. And their coon power combined is likened to Thanos with all 6 fingers. Now they don't dance and they don't sing. I'm talking about none other than Oprah Winfrey and yeah.
Okay.
Say word.
One dug up Mike for a crime in which he was acquitted. And the other one treated R. Kelly like he was already convicted. Now molestation and sexual abuse are acts that should be demeaned. But why did I open my phone and see both of their asses hugging and kissing Harvey Weinstein? And the examples go on and on. From Floyd dropping $300K on Gucci to Miss I'm Not African Raven Simone. But hey, don't forget about Kanye. That slavery was a choice statement was sickening. But then you got Mary J. Blige out here singing about crispy fried chicken. Shaq and the Fool, Charles Barkley, King Kong Coon. Black people, if we don't stop this buffoonery, our image will be doomed. They'll expect all of us to have the largest smile when we walk in the room. Big old shiny lips and proficient in buck dancing. And we'll all rely on Fox News to tell us what happened. Now, black people, we don't need another challenge, give or me. Not another reality show. Ayana, fix my life or get rich pyramid scheme. Not another Black Panther or other prominent figures. What we need to do is call out all of these coon ass
One more time, real pain and poetic black, Alright, so we just one statement I want to make. I want to thank the ladies who served us tonight. Diane is on our board of directors. Marianne, of course, and Aaron. Aaron, right? Thank you, Aaron. Let's call Aaron. And Aaron is coming in service. The Bible says that the greatest among us will be servants of all. You're looking at great people there. So thank you, Aaron. And the food is delicious. The food is delicious. Like, you know, wet food, that food is wet, moist. That's what I like to eat. Moving right along. Y'all ready for your next artist? Let me get it over here. Oh, yeah. Let me get it right on. Our next person we call to the stage, our next artist. She does it all. I don't want to take any away from Sean, my sister from another mister. Give it up for Nadia. 53. Give it up for Nadia, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
My name is Nadia 53. I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay, cool. Because I don't know. All right, it's yeah. It's okay. All right. Let's open up for you. Most of y'all won't hire me. They secretly desire me. They want to Sarah Barton me or Sandra Bland inspire me. Control all escaping me. Deleting and they raping me. They jealous of my tapestry. This black girl magic inside of me. They want me to start hiding me, contouring and some surgery, but shots and fillers for forgery. This melanin comes naturally. The Lord above financing me. These blessings curves abundantly. This black girl magic inside of me. You see the way her brain expands with conscious thought and penal gland. Eve Jean from the motherland, they treat her like she's contraband. Illegal to be black and smart, they blackface you to play your part. Blessings on your body parts like this black girl magic inside of you. This message is for all of you, this black girl magic inside of you. Watch it, let it shine from you, this black girl magic inside of you. Thank you. Y'all caught the documentary on Netflix. What did y'all think of the Shot Malcolm X documentary? Interesting, right? So, necessary. 55 years later.
He said the black man is stupid. He think they should try to make something out of himself. When Mama Dean was, before Mama Dean was passed away years and years ago, she showed it on VCR. Malcolm
really?
Talk. Yeah, he said black people are. He said the nigger man is stupid. They should try to make something out of themselves. And then he said by any means necessary. He said black men should try to make it. And then he said by any means necessary. That's what he said. He is a revolutionist, a black Muslim, an Orthodox Muslim, a Sunni Muslim. And he educated himself, right?
That's a fact. He's definitely taught. So I teach poetry and hip hop classes to youth. And I used to do that at Rikers, and one of the things that I used to tell my youth was, I used to talk to them about Malcolm X, and I was like, one of the most profound things about Malcolm was when he was in prison, he memorized the whole entire dictionary, from A to Z, which is like pretty difficult. So you ever think of someone who's not like college educated, but here he is with all this education, they would like get him, like when he went to lectures and things, he did lectures at all these different universities, and they try to hem him up, get him on these, TV interviews, but because he had such a command for the language, he was able to be like, you can't manipulate me with this language. So I always tell my youth, either in youth detention or in other places, get a strong command of the language and know how to speak for yourself and advocate for yourself. So that's something that Malcolm taught me as a teenager, and also when I started writing and things of that nature. So anyway, I don't celebrate February 21st, which we just passed in this month, which was like his, assassination, his death. But more so, I lean toward always celebrating his life. So I go with May 19th, which is also Curtis's birthday. I do it.
Yeah, and that's Malcolm X's birthday too, right?
So,
they have something at Medgar Evers College every year for Malcolm X.
All over.
Yeah, Harriet Tubman.
So a few years ago, I wrote this piece, and this piece is a couple years old, but it was on May 20th, which is the day after Malcolm X's birthday, that I called this piece #revolutionary. It's May 20th, and the #revolutionaries are thinking, what is a respectable amount of time that my Malcolm X profile pic should stay up? I took a really cute selfie, and I'm dying to change it. Come on, I did share and copy-paste 3 Malcolm X quotes, a record 27 Happy B-Day, Earth Day, Malcolm X, our shining prince, my Uncle Malcolm statuses. Doesn't matter if I've never read his autobiography as an adult, watched his speeches, or understood what he stood for, because Denzel replaced Malcolm in 92 anyways, and I still got the X-fitted cap to prove it. But on another note, are those girls back yet? Because I must have #bring back our girls, sharing forever First Lady Michelle Obama holding the meme at least 6 times this week, praying to the #gods that it hit 1 million retweets and those 200 plus girls will pop up in Darfur, Somalia, South Africa, Nigeria? I don't know, but hopefully they caught that dude that took them. And I survived, and I've been fighting so much these days because the revolution was finally televised thanks to a security cam in the elevator, with the media concluding that black women are still angry and black men are still the me, so keep the memes coming, celebrating the stereotypes and the further breakdown of the black family structure. Of course, sometimes ish goes down when it's $1 billion in the elevator, more concerned with $1 billion celebrity issues than being issued billions in reparations, and you haven't experienced racism until you've worn your shirt inside out to a Clippers game to defy the the team owner. We definitely overcame that day. It was almost as bad as the day that we blacked out our profiles for Trayvon. Y'all remember him? His hashtag and photos now buried in timelines of Facebook past, making the hoodie an archived cyberspace relic and Insta-woke symbol. So pass the Skittles while you catch up on your Love and Hip Hop brainwashing training episodes, and afterwards, stand in a line for 2 hours discussing Olivia Pope like she's your second cousin on your mama's side while purchasing a shower rod. Not convinced that we are not the punchline to every joke, the disposable cause where the new trending topic begins. Slaves to a system that won't even let us rest in peace. Being entertained by moonwalking holograms, not questioning the fact that we don't even own the masters to our corpses. Someone will be getting royalties on the day of our resurrection. So stop being owned and own your own. The marathon continues, not only in hashtags for the template that we have our own victory lap. So riddle me this. How many Nipseys hustled since Nipsey hustled? So in the words of the last poets, niggas are scared of revolution. But in the new age of hashtag revolutionaries, we've actually been convinced that just updating our statuses is fighting them. So you guys know the quote, you can't know where you're going without knowing where you come from?
Yep.
All right, so this is a little bit of history, and this is called
Where you came from.
My twin is Moses, bassinet capsizing, drowning, becoming the Nile's princess daughter, a wind gust away from having a pharaoh as a father, unwrapped mummy, lost daughter of Bilal, inheriting the voice of a caller. They buried me in the sands of Medina, baby girl, learning to swallow sand, they unearthed me, under the Mason-Dixon in the cotton fields of the South, learning to read illegally the words my daddy scribed. Young toddler of Frederick, Harriet fed me gunpowder, pride, and sweet milk from her bosom, carved in deeper symbols on the soles of my feet. The dogs sniffed my royal scent and sacrificed me to the river. I washed up on the banks of Alabama, missed the bus Rosa was on by a minute. Babylon is a place in a hymn my mother sang about, where men escaped the lynchers' rope. But I couldn't escape, the air filled with dynamite and smoke. They found me in the rubble, one of 4 little girls unrealized, and knowing death's purpose all too well. As my father held an AK looking out the window, I can hear his muffled voice to this day. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Falling, get your hand out my pocket, get your hand out my pocket. She couldn't hold me and hold her husband, our blood mixing on the floor of the Autobahn, a 7th daughter interrupted. Tell me, how many times must we die in a pool of our own melanin? Called Huey, Angela, and they tried to avenge me. They keep asking me, are you ready to die for this? Are we learning from our ancestors, or are our murderers our greatest teachers? Emmett Till's killer dropped mixtapes every season. Remix how many ways to die. Kill my father, kill my son, leave me no husband. Bensonhurst and Watts is still burning. I cannot find my parents, I am tired of being orphaned. Tell me We are a people lost and found. Dear Nina, send me to my home going in the voice of peaches. No watered down mass or dying in vain. Ring the alarm. Sound the trumpet of Israfil. It's time to wake up these orphans. Let them rise from their slumber and reconnect with their lineage. Thank you very much.
So if you got a black studies course, that better be the opening piece. For the end of this course, that better master that. Yo, one more round of applause for Diamond Kitchen, please. I'm like overwhelmed by all of the wonderful poetry, singing, and everything. I'm just feeling so good right now. Yo, my brother, to the next adventure. Get home safe. Y'all ready for your next artist? Let me get an oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me get a fuego. For those that don't know, that is fire in this game. And with that being said, calling back our extended feature, going to shut this thing down before we have a cipher. Please bring it back to the stage, our sister from another mister. She is all about the people. La gente, please give it up for La Bruja. Keep it going! Keep it going! Keep it going! Oh, shout y'all, shout y'all.
Since a lot of people spoke about the N-word, I'm going to talk about the S-word. S-P-I-C, S-P-I-C. It don't mean the same thing to me. S-P-I-C, S-P-I-C. I define my dictionary. S-P-I-C, S-P-I-C. Ten mucho cuidado como llamarme a mí. S-P-I-C, S-P-I-C. Que con mi ESP, I see what I see. Spanish people in crisis. Speak politely. I'm crazy. Spain probably isn't caring. Statehood probably isn't coming. Separated people inevitably crumble. Start participating in culture. Strong, pro-independence community. Society prefers indifference collectively. Speaking powerfully involves commitment. Similar patterns in chimps. Slander purposely impairs confidence. Surviving people's insensitive comments. Socio-political insanity continues. Speaking purposefully is constitutional. Still placed in cadenas, chains. Sees Puerto Ricans in chancletas. Spiritualists praying ignite candles. Some propaganda is comedy. Stop praising ignorant celebrity. Sharing perspectives is cleansing. Solidarity provides immense connection. Stepping past indignant critics. Selling poison in clinics. Staying poised inside conflict. Slavery practiced in Caribbean. Spaniards pummeled indigenous caciques. Seeing persecution is crushing. Shoe points impale cockroaches. Stop parades including Columbus. Soy perfecta inventando caridades. Speak properly in code. Some poetry is censored. Sexy, pero inteligente. Coño. On Spotify, I have The Witches Stands and I have Brujalicious, and SPIC is actually a song. On that, I have my real name is Caridad de la Luz. I know it's a lot. But caridadelaluz.com. It means charity of the light. That's my real name. My parents gave me charity of the light. So now Charity, the Witch of the Light, Caridad la Bruja de la Luz. And this one is about gentrification. This is some new shit, so you're supposed to say, new shit? I never heard that clean version, I love that. But it's already past 10 o'clock, so I feel I could be a little... She's like, she done heard it all. Okay, here we go.
Like with 2 children or 1 child here.
I was watching too, I was like, oh, cringing for you. Okay. My children are already grown. I have a 19-year-old daughter and a 21-year-old son who's gonna be 22 on Monday. Yeah, and I'm only 18. I don't know how that happened. Okay. me. This is all the Asian words I could think of here. You cannot break down that which you do not have a word for, so gentrification first knowing what is colonization, or better yet, feudalization. Or lower consciousness may confuse it for revitalization or beautification. This ideation does not take into consideration the institutionalization of systemic displacement. The devaluation of countless generations who created beautiful civilizations of cohabitation, thriving from the land, agriculture, and vegetation. Now it's communities of low-income families classified by disparity from wealth to cases of charity and ill mental health, when opportunity is held hostage by the cards they've been dealt, vulturistic profits made from what else? Discrimination, demonization, colorization, all these classifications to mask what is at play, holding genius at bay by closing down schools, cutting the funding to provide education so we can't learn the words to describe dehumanization, privatization, victimization, with no explanations, separating the haves to the have no more. Once it was by force, now we are coerced into a rationalization that normalizes the subjugation with inhumane legislation. All this red tape just to cover their eyes, holding the tears and lamentation inside, the normalization of depreciation, polarization, elimination, obliteration, extermination. When will we come to the realization that what we are experiencing is legalized confiscation? Forced dislocation by government, military, and mega corporations. What's the differentiation between lords, vassals, fights, kings, castles, knights, gobbling the pie in every slice of life, scarier than the things that go bump in the night, because in the broad day, truth has come. Forced immigration, illegalized immigration, impossible relocation, leading to camps of concentration and mass incarceration, world domination by 1% of the entire population. All right, so this is where I feel like I get deep, because my connection to Africa has been through the Yoruba songs that I was taught. Named after Ochun, like I said, we've learned to call her Ochun. Elegua was the deity of the crossroads. I learned about all the Orishas. And growing up, I trusted it just as much as the Our Father. And I've said them both, you know. So I'm just going to sing you a little bit of my little Elegua, the closing of the roll, to just give thanks and Ache. Yes, and yeah, and with all love and good intentions. this song right here. And I'm not a santera. I'm not. I never was crowned, nothing. But I lived this. This is just my life with more espirituitas, I guess. But anyway, all brothers and sisters, all family, all one. El egua santo chiquito, el egua santo bonito, montado en caballo negro con bandera colorada, andando con garabato y un pañuelo colorado. El egua, a so quiere meye, el egua, a la guanatinamboche, el egua, a so quiere meye, el egua, a la guanatinamboche. Sosa, so quiere a la noche, so quiere mi sosa, so quiere a la noche, so quiere mi sosa, so quiere a la noche, so quiere mi sosa, so quiere, sosa, so quiere, yo sé sosa, 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 so quiere. So quiere. Yeah, baby. Yes. Thank you so much. May all the good spirits and good energy be with you. Our ancestors are watching. As long as we do good deeds, good will come to our path. Bless you all. Mucho H. Ahora y siempre.